Hello, boys. Hello, gals. Hello, and non-binary pounds. And welcome back to the judgiest place on the internet. My name's Josh, and I'm the professional one.
My name's Rick, and I'm the broken one.
Oh.
And my name's Christian, and I'm the freaking wild card, baby.
And we are the
Judgies.
Back and further apart than ever. Broken armor than ever. But before we get into that, Rick,
My arm's not actually broken. It's just
I was talking about me.
you have a broken arm.
What do we got on the docket, Christian?
This week we have a coworker violating the dress code, a gross husband that doesn't understand what the big deal is, a man gets catfished, a wife denies passing gas, a listener swears she didn't shit her pants, and another listener tells us about their movie theater experience.
That's a lot of stories.
Yeah,
Docket's full.
docket's full.
You know, I hear we do more and more stories every year.
That's true.
And I haven't been lying about that, and you guys definitely wouldn't know about it.
Fuck.
Joshua, you've never lied to me ever,
Yeah.
especially not about pie.
Nope.
Especially not about pie.
Well, it's more of a confectionery than a pie, really. Because you're so sweet
Okay.
and little.
Okay. All right.
How are we all doing, folks? My thighs are out for all the thigh enjoyers.
Yeah, it was like 80 degrees today.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
fucked up. And what's tomorrow? 50.
Yeah.
Womp womp. Don't we love the Midwest?
Yeah. Mid-best.
Thank you.
You want to hear about my shoulder?
I would love to hear about it.
I'll just get it out at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had a slap tear.
Okay.
That's an acronym for something. You can Google it. Hey, Google, what's a slap tear?
Shoulder
Nope.
Shoulder,
language,
labrum, and pains.
pussy.
So basically, if you know that your shoulder joint is a ball and socket.
Okay. Not
Okay.
mine. I'm built different.
Cool. Well, then this probably will not apply to you. But in the socket, there is a round ligament called a labrum.
Okay.
That's the L in the slap is labrum.
Okay.
Supralabral something.
Okay.
AP. And if you look at it like it's a clock,
Digital or analog?
analog.
Okay.
I tore my labrum from 9 o'clock all the way to 4 o'clock.
AM or PM?
That's the same joke my grandma made.
You sack
So,
of shit.
like the top part, right?
Yeah.
Like in between this part of the pie.
Almost 180 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah,
More than 180 degrees, right?
correct.
Which is still
93.
almost.
Yeah. And then so your bicep tendon connects at the top of your labrum. So that was torn off as well.
Wow.
So they cut the rest of that and then reattached it somewhere else on like my humerus.
That's kind of funny.
I hate you. So then to repair the labrum, they did like lasso sutures and tightened it, and then they anchored it into my bone.
Ooh.
And he originally planned on doing 4 anchors, and I just remember waking up in recovery. The first thing, because it was my surgeon and then one of the nurses, which you guys know her. I think she was in either our class or the class below us.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Is that a person?
That's a person.
Blake got that.
Okay. I think it was her. But yeah, the surgeon, I was waking up and I was like, how'd it go, doc? And he was like, your shit was shredded. He
Well, I
didn't
mean,
said it in, like more professional terms, but he was like, it was much worse than I
Your shit
anticipated.
was
shit was
absolutely, absolutely busted.
I mean,
He
how,
did say it was shredded.
how long have you had this issue for?
15 years.
Yeah. And you've been using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your dominant hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Except for when you kickball and play baseball.
correct. But he told Christian that he originally planned on doing 4 anchors into my bone and he had to do 8. So that sucked.
Yeah.
But they did a nerve block in
Okay.
my arm, so I couldn't feel anything from like the shoulder down on my right arm, and it was weird. Like, especially as I started to like get more feeling, like I could not move my fingers. I could not feel my fingers. Like if I touched my hand, it felt like I was touching a stranger's hand. It was so bizarre.
Did you jack off?
No, I
With
couldn't
the
move.
stranger's
Her
hand?
shoulder
I couldn't
was-
move it.
If the shoulder wasn't busted,
All I'm saying is,
then she would have been busting.
True.
But that's what you do with the stranger's hand.
Yeah, but
Her
I
shoulder's
couldn't
busted.
move it.
Yeah, you.
Correct. I can't do that movement. That's actually a little bit better.
That's actually part of the physical therapy.
Smaller movements, yes. Big movements, no.
And all
but-
it takes is small movements.
But when it started to like wake up a little bit, I was, you know, the feeling like when you're on the toilet for too long and your foot starts to fall asleep?
yeah, and then you jack off with your foot.
Right. On the inside of my arm, I had that feeling, that like tingly, like, oh, you're waking up type feeling. But on the outside, there was no sensation.
Weird.
It was crazy.
So, I mean, how long did that last?
Like probably 18 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was all day.
It wasn't a full 24, but I had the surgery at like 8 a.m.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then
that's
it
when they
wore
give you
off
the
at
nerve
like
blocker.
3:30 a.m. Or
Wow.
yeah, 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was about like 11, and you could feel like just the tips of your fingers or something.
Wow.
I could just start to like wiggle them a little bit. So
Was that scary?
no, it was more annoying
Okay.
because, like I said, I had that like tingly sensation, like I can feel things, but I have no control. I can't really move it, and I still like there was no feeling on it.
Was it like painful tingles or was it just like normal annoying?
It was just normal and annoying. Christian gave me an ice burn.
Yeah, I don't think I actually gave you an ice burn. It was the iodine. It looked like an ice burn.
It did look like an ice burn.
The next day in the light, I could see that it was still there, and it was just the iodine.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got this like machine that it's a ice machine, I guess, that you just lay it on my shoulder and it circulates ice cold water.
A Bragg Polar Cube. If you want to sponsor Bragg,
Hook us up, because that thing was life changing. So yeah. Recovery's been okay. I've been able to do a lot more than I thought I'd be able to do. I'm not completely bed bound like I thought I was gonna be. I can pretty much move from the elbow down just fine. I just can't like chicken wing or reach up or.
And you do that a lot.
I do love the chicken dance.
Yeah.
I'm always going na 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 na.
Yeah.
you better stop before you start
I
trying to
know
do it.
it's really difficult.
If you
to
would have
not.
said one more nah,
I
it would have
know.
involuntarily gone up.
I would have to. Nah.
You better stop
I know
it.
that was a little risky, but yeah. So it's going well. I've stopped taking the pain meds. Like I haven't needed to take the pain meds, I should say.
Yeah.
An ibuprofen usually does the trick, and that's once or twice a day, if that.
Nice.
So
What's the
Doing
road to
okay.
recovery look like? How long are you in the sling for?
I'm in the sling for 6 weeks, so
Okay.
5 more weeks. In the sling, and then he said that I would not be playing like contact sports for 6 months
So 4 months.
You're built different.
because I'm built different.
Because you're stubborn.
Yes, essentially. Yeah. But
Wow.
'cause he also said I wouldn't be able to pick up Olsen for 6 months, and I was like,
Yeah.
I've already picked him up.
With your right arm only too?
No, just with my left.
She grabbed him by the collar and was like, "Get back here!"
But today, okay, so like 4 days in, I was like, oh, I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm comfortable. Like, I know what I'm doing. I put my elbow down. I was in bed. I was trying to readjust. I put my elbow down and like twisted. I was like, oh no.
She got it twisted.
I did get it twisted. That hurt really fucking bad. And then today, I've had several instances where I just pushed myself too hard today. I went to a greenhouse today with my mom and bought a bunch of like potting flower things for outside.
For 420.
But I picked up a whole like little pallet of flowers with my left, and then it started to tip.
Oh,
and I
no.
like instinctively like reached out with my right. I was like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Caught it. And then went to Home Depot to get some Coco Core liners for my potting baskets, and my hat flew off in the wind And instinctively, I put both arms up to try and catch it, and I just screamed "fuck" in the Home Depot parking lot.
The old guy just like, relax, it's just a hat.
Yeah.
No, literally, there was an old couple that were like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Can we help you?" And I was like, "I'm okay. It just really hurt. I'm sorry for cursing." She's like, "It's okay. I understand."
It's going to hurt worse when you're in the flames of hell.
Yeah.
Listen here.
It's gonna be real hard to push that boulder up that hill for all eternity with one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have a newfound appreciation for anybody that has one limb because I'm cheating by like still using my wrist and hand and but yeah, it's difficult.
Do you feel like your other senses have gotten stronger?
No.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
She did flex on the haters last night and ate sushi. She used chopsticks with her left hand. You absolutely
I did.
flexed
I
on
can't
the
even use
haters.
chopsticks with my right hand.
I was actually really impressed with myself.
I said I'm going to do it in solidarity with you. First sushi, I accidentally squeezed it too hard. It split in half. And I was like, she stopped looking. I was like, I'm going right back to the right hand.
When we went to that place in downtown Naperville,
Yeah.
what was that? Was that?
I don't remember the name of it. It was Japanese barbecue.
Yeah, I didn't use chopsticks correctly the entire night, and I tried so hard.
Yeah.
I tried so hard. The only time I've ever used them properly was 2 years ago when we were in Chicago, before we saw Stavros, and I was high as a fucking kite, and I was like, my
That's the
brain
cheat
is
code.
unlocked, and I was like nailing it, and ever since then I can't do it.
Yeah, it's it's a skill, really.
But I'm not going to ask for a fork.
No, you can't.
I'd rather not eat.
Yeah, honestly.
You wouldn't just pick it up with your hands?
Not well, specifically
That place was a grill.
Oh.
grill, and then also the other place was ramen. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Dochi.
when we had karaoke night the other night, I sang Dochi. How about that?
Look at you.
And he crushed it.
I
He
did.
went insane on it.
I'm pretty good at it.
Not one of you filmed it for me, huh?
Would have been
Damn.
nice.
Would have been nice.
Would have been
Would've been
nice.
nice.
How about those stories?
too
Because
in
we
the
don't
zone.
just talk about Erica's cold shoulder on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast, and what that entails is us going on about silly little stories, and sometimes the Christian does that.
That had a nice ring to it.
The Christian.
I feel like Batman or something. From r/am I the asshole with an H. Am I the asshole for getting my coworker fired for his repeated visible dick print?
Is this a John Hamm situation, or is this like a photocopying your dick situation?
What's the John Hamm situation?
His
He's just-
cock is massive.
and it just sticks out of his pants
You
all the
can
time?
just see it all the time, and he has a big old hog about it.
Not quite that one.
Okay.
This is just a fucked up dude being a piece of shit, guys.
Love that.
I guess it's probably up top sexual harassment, I would say.
Okay.
I, 19 female, am interning part-time, and we all dress casually here. I was alone in a room at my office one morning, and my coworker Josh, late
What?
20s male.
It's always
Didn't you say you're close to 29? That's pretty late 20s. I can't even make that joke. This guy's a real piece of shit. Josh,
I'm
not
30.
even gonna make the
I'm
joke.
famously not, and I've never been in my late 20s.
that's true.
I'm Benjamin Buttoning.
That's huge for us. Can we mark it off of that? My coworker Josh, late 20 male, came and started chatting with me. When I turned to face him, I could clearly see the outline of his erection.
Oh.
He was wearing thin sweatpants, and they left nothing to the imagination. I didn't say anything, and after he left, I just went back to work. I ignored it the first time, but then it continued happening.
Of course it did.
Josh would come alone to chat, and each time he was visibly hard, and I could see it through flimsy shorts or sweatpants or thin dress pants. It's like he didn't even act embarrassed or try to hide it. He would just stand there like it's nothing. He acts normal around everyone else, and this hasn't happened at any other time that I've seen him. Not with any others around, just when it's only us.
Wait, so he just isn't hard except for when it's just those two?
Yeah. I didn't bring it up to anyone yet. I just didn't want to appear dramatic and didn't want to make myself a target. Then he started making comments like, it's hot out. I had to wear these shorts today. And one day Josh came over and he asked me to come to his apartment nearby over our lunch break. I politely declined. And
What
he was
was his reason for that? Like, he just said, "Hey, come over."
For lunch.
Oh, I live just a couple blocks away. You want to come over for lunch?
Summer sausage on
that.
sale.
I politely declined, and as he was leaving, he said, "All right, I got to go to the bathroom and take care of something.
Ew.
See you around."
What does that mean?
While glancing
You know
down,
what it means, Joshua.
he clearly had an erection. The outline was very clear. That was it for me. I went to HR and reported everything. HR put Josh under review, and he ended up being fired with cause.
Okay.
Now, some of my coworkers are icing me out. One of my coworkers sarcastically muttered out, "I made sure to wear proper pants today. Didn't want anyone to get any ideas."
Which
Well,
I was having lunch. That's
near them.
fine. Like I'm like this is a real like this. We live in a society moment. There's a reason why there's like not like you don't dress casually at work.
Okay.
Like there's a reason why denim is thick.
Okay.
It's so that way you're not lounging around in your PJs at work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
That's why you don't wear like a sports bra and like spandex to a job.
Unless your job is an athletic trainer.
Unless your job is an athletics trainer where it's contextually appropriate. There's reasons for rules in our society.
Okay.
Firefighters can't be hanging dong unless they're John Hamming it. You ever imagine a cock so massive you can see it through a firefighter outfit?
That sounds painful, and I don't think
soft.
about that. And it's soft. No.
And that's soft. He's got his own hose.
No. No thanks.
I just think it's crazy for the other coworkers to be like, now I have to wear pants. And it's like, fuck you. It's a job. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't think that's that high of a that low of a bar, high of a bar. Like, just wear pants. I don't know. It's crazy.
And especially when it's just like, just wear pants that are pants enough to not have your erection showing. Also, I mean, just
Don't get an erection.
don't get
at
an
work.
erection and then corner your coworker. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
But mainly the pants thing I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's mainly the pants thing Josh is worried about. Interesting. Josh, late 20s. They said wore the proper pants today. Didn't want to give anyone any ideas while I was having my lunch near them. And then they all laughed. My boss has been talking to me less, and I just feel alienated now. I just wanted Josh to stop, but am I the asshole here?
I mean, no, you're not the asshole here in any sense of the
Never,
term.
ever.
But I feel like you should have also confronted him.
Yeah.
Which is easy for me to say
Yeah.
as an outsider, not in this situation.
What
But
makes
just
it,
to be like, dude, what the fuck?
what makes it harder is that he only did it when it was only those two. Or
Yeah.
them two in the office, right?
Yeah.
Like it might be easier to do if there was like a full office of people and you walked up to me with a boner and you're like, dude, why the fuck do you have a boner right now? And then
Yeah.
everybody else could see there.
Yeah.
Probably a lot scarier when it's just,
Oh, for sure.
a guy sexually harassing you at your cubicle. And I think obviously this is disgusting and an unfortunate potential outcome of a lot of stuff like this. But especially like if he's walking up to your desk and you're sitting, that's going to be like right at face height. And like, it's so
As
gross.
he's intending it.
He's a
It's
fucking
so
freak.
disgusting.
I don't know. It pisses you off. It pisses you off that this shit just happens all the time.
Yeah. Some people say we live in a man's world.
Crazy.
And those people deserve to not have to suffer under that.
Do you think this shit's like happening like in the mines? Like in West Virginia.
In the coal mines?
You're in coal mining, and then the dude, you turn around and it's fucking Franklin being like, hey, nice swing you got there. And then it's just erection in your face.
Somebody write a novel like that.
The veins are looking pretty thick today, and I'm not talking about the coal.
Or is it just women dealing with this?
Women coal mine.
Yeah.
Sexist.
Piece of shit.
I thought
Pig.
there was like a whole DEI thing where we got them the heck out of there. I'm joking. I hate that guy.
I hated that story, bud.
Yeah. I guess I could have picked a lighter one to start with.
Yeah.
Sometimes, here's the problem. I read stories,
Yeah.
they piss me off, and I go, saving that one. And then when I go to read them, I forget that, like, sometimes it's hard to make a joke at a story that just pisses you off.
I think we did a decent attempt.
Well, good.
Yeah.
But sometimes, yeah, it's like, I don't know. Hey, kind of the moral of our podcast. I would have touched the mic arm, Josh. You had a right to change it. The next one coming to us from r/am I overreacting?
Real quick, while we're on the topic of like workwear, have you seen all of the women on TikTok that are wearing like
office
siren and getting fired for it?
No, what's office siren?
They're wearing like mini skirts and low cut tops.
What does office siren mean?
You know what a siren is?
Like a
in like mythological,
like a singing lady.
Yes.
Okay. For
that like
semen.
draws you in. They're
Okay.
like seductive.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Put that into like an office setting.
Right.
So it's business wear, but slutty.
Okay, and that's fine, I think.
Yeah,
if
but
you saw some of these.
Well, I mean, it's TikTok. They're gonna go crazy with it.
Yeah, and so a lot of women have been getting fired over their outfits.
Yeah. Which, I mean, look, there's something to be said about like the sexualization of women, and like sometimes people with large boobs will just get like in trouble for being revealing when they're just wearing a shirt, right?
Yeah.
Or like somebody who's as naturally like more curves and they wear tight pants, they might be like, "Why are you dressing?"
Oh,
like
but
that?
because I got a big dick and you can see it through my pants, it's different.
It is. It is absolutely. I don't know what to tell you. That's unfortunate truth.
Yeah, I mean, you can just wear different material that doesn't show your dick off.
If somebody was walking up to my desk slug trailing over it every day and it was just us two, and they got a lady boner, I'm calling HR.
I mean,
As you should.
I mean, that's and if they're wearing dress pants, maybe I wouldn't see it. If they're wearing jeans, you know what I mean? Maybe I wouldn't see it.
I have gotten some polos over the last year or two. Hot polos came back in for guys last year.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are old. What do you mean
Well, I work at a job where I have to wear polos.
old? And you think polos are hot now?
Well, anything my husband wears
Hot
is hot.
polos are back in.
Well, okay, describe a hot polo.
They don't even have buttons on it. They're just like polos, and they're called like Johnny something. I don't remember.
It's business casual,
But it's like the
V's,
knitted.
V-necks.
It's like the knitted material.
Oh, I see I know what you're talking about.
They hug his biceps just right.
Yeah, like.
He tucks them into his slightly
look hot
higher
in them.
waisted pants with a belt. He looks.
But I got a couple of them, and I like wore them once to work, and I was like, I think this is too slutty for me to wear. Like, unless I'm wearing an undershirt, it's like you can kind of see my nipples and shit, and like.
Did you wear an undershirt?
I mean, I wore like a tank top
Yeah.
undershirt, but it's like it wasn't enough.
Okay.
I should have been wearing a full.
Do you
undershirt.
fear it's just because you felt confident and you didn't feel confident feeling confident at work?
Maybe,
Yeah.
but I do fear that I was too hot compared to every other guy at work with me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that draws attention that I shouldn't be drawing at the hospital.
Sure.
Oh, especially at a hospital.
Yeah.
Those people are horned up all the time. Have you seen any medical drama?
I've been trying to avoid Grey's Anatomy episodes. I wore it one time. I was like, why the hell are there so many wet
How come
floor
there's
signs
never
up?
any biomeds in these medical shows?
Thank you.
What the hell? You're telling me all your equipment.
I'm checking for PM stickers every time, and I'm going, I don't see one in sight. Jayco, get their ass. Next story coming from r/am I overreacting?
You know what? I'm going to write into the pit. The pit gets everything right. I'm
Write into the
going
pit.
to write into him and be like, hey, if you want this to be accurate, you need a fucking biomed in there.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
Throw my name
It's
in
on
the hat.
HBO.
Throw my name in the ring.
I'll let him know.
You want to be an actor in the pit?
I could remember my lines.
It's going to be real loose.
I mean, you know the medical jargon part of it for your job.
Yes. People think it's charming how candor I am about, hey, none of us really know what the fuck we're doing, right?
And that's what people love about the pit, is that it's so accurate.
Okay.
So then when you bring it into the real, then when you go into the show and you're like, hey, I don't fucking know what's wrong with this thing. Let me Google it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
They
the
would love
thing.
it.
People are shocked that it's like, you got it working, and it's like, brother, I beeped and booped it until it started working. You could have done the same thing. I can teach you. This story got sent in to us by a lot of people, so I don't have everybody's name written down, but I also found it on Reddit because it was a huge story. Am I overreacting Am I overreacting? My husband poops his pants and says it's no big deal.
How much? How often?
I have questions for sure before I give my judgment.
And why?
And this header is actually coming from Best Router updates, but bunch of updates here. And the first one, I don't know if they even talk about the poop in the first one. I think it's just him being a little sick, slimy fuck. My husband insists everything's fine, but I have 2 jobs and do all the housework, yard work, and childcare. He works part-time and comes home and plays video games.
Divorce. Immediate divorce.
Why? Because he's playing video games?
Because he is not sharing the mental or physical load of the relationship.
Do you know how hard it is to maintain a top 100 account on Marvel Rivals?
Yes.
Do you?
Yep.
Name a character from Marvel Rivals.
You got this.
You have
Marvel.
this.
Captain America.
Wow.
I wanted to say Aquaman so bad.
Unfortunately, you would have been wrong.
That
Would have been wrong.
Yeah, that
Oh,
would've
yeah,
really
because
fucked
he's
up the
DC, not
street
Marvel.
sexual encounters always one-sided. It just seems like he's given up. He's always mad at our daughter over any little thing. He yells at her a lot, to the point where I try to keep them separated when he's home, which is easy to do because he mostly just goes into his room and plays video games. Red flag right here. I try my best to submit to him and do everything I can to make him happy, but he's always so rude to us.
I don't think anybody should be submitting in a relationship.
Yeah, I don't
I'll
think
say
you
it.
ever use that term in a relationship.
Unless it's consensual kink.
Okay.
I don't think you should willingly be like, I'm submitting to somebody.
I'm doing my hardest to submit to him. I've asked him to go to the doctor. I've asked him to go to therapy. And recently I've given him an ultimatum. And nothing has changed. I feel heartbroken and devastated. Is this something I'm doing wrong? I've tried
No.
all I can manage, and it's still taking a toll on me. I feel tired all the time and guilty for not being able to make him happy. He hates it when I cry. He says I'm just crying to make him feel guilty. And then I'm playing victim all the time.
That's insane.
His hygiene has declined as well. He doesn't shower or brush his teeth often. Some nights the smell is so bad I have to go sleep on the couch.
No, you make if your spouse stinks that much,
Yeah.
they are the ones sleeping in the bathtub. You're pour in a little bit of bleach, a little bit of Fabuloso. They tell you not to mix them, but the fumes make you feel better. And you sleep in there.
They do make you feel better. I hate this feeling wanting to leave him because I used to love him so much. It fills my heart with sadness to think about our family splitting up, but he won't help himself, and I don't know how much more I can take. Also, it's starting to affect our daughter a lot. She's afraid of him too and cries a lot when he's home. 4 days later. And this must be a post on a completely different subreddit because now they're giving details. I, 30 female, and my husband, 32 male. And my husband is 32 male. I honestly don't know how to title this post, so I just went straight for it. And the title of the post again was, my husband poops his pants and says it's no big deal.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's all I've been waiting for.
My husband got promoted at work, but it's not a paid promotion. It's mostly pro bono. But he says it could lead to a higher paid position.
He's a rube. He's
Anyways.
a goddamn idiot.
Dude, he is.
And this guy probably sides with Josh. He's pro bono.
He's pro bono for sure.
Wow, not even all. That sucks for me. I thought that was a good joke.
I got distracted by your rock formations on your screensaver
Oh, okay.
that kind of look like...
Penises?
No. I was going to say thick thighs.
Oh, I see it.
You see it, yeah?
Erica, hey, let's
Sorry.
get back on track. He's working pro bono, but he says it could lead to a higher paid position. Anyways, he's tired all the time lately, and with these extra duties at work, he's been less consistent with his hygiene. He's even stopped showering as often. His diet's awful, so I think that might be contributing to this issue as well.
Dude's depressed.
He
Yeah.
won't
Clearly.
touch a vegetable.
Talk about a pit.
He just eats a lot of gas station food and a lot of fast food. It used to be that he would have really bad gas, like curl your hair bad, open every window in the house and wait for it to dissipate bad. But he started taking pills for that, and it's helped a little bit.
Are these the pills that you take and then it make you not stink at all anymore that we saw in the TikTok shop?
I hope so. I hear that that Hugh Hefner made his Playboy bunnies take this so they wouldn't stink. We have a local person selling stuff on the TikTok shop that has a multi-million viewed video, and it's about him talking about
lying.
his mom was a Playboy model, and Hugh Hefner used to make her take these pills so that they wouldn't have any body odor.
You're supposed to take these pills, then you don't have to wear deodorant or bathe or anything.
Your breath and armpits will smell better.
It's completely made up, obviously.
Okay.
It rocks. He also just reposts the same video like every 3 days. It's so sick. I hope he's getting a fucking bag from it. But lately, when I do the laundry, I've been noticing huge stains in his underwear. It's disgusting. It smells awful. Sometimes I can smell it when he walks around the house or sits on something. So I just stopped doing his laundry. I told him it is unacceptable and foul to be walking around with so much poop on your underwear. I didn't even feel comfortable sharing a bed with him. So he's been sleeping on the couch for the last month.
Thank you.
Okay, so is he actually pooping his pants or is he just not wiping?
Probably
Well,
not wiping
with
good.
the farts.
Could be.
I might be shitting.
Oh, you might be shitting.
Can I have that pillow?
He doesn't care about showering. Blah, blah, blah.
He doesn't care about showering.
He doesn't care about showering. He doesn't seem to care about his smell. And then he tries to guilt me about not sleeping in bed. But I told him it's his own fault. If he would just shower when he gets home, he could sleep in bed. I tried to explain how unsanitary it is. I told him I'm lonely from the lack of intimacy, not even being able to share a bed or space with him. I offered to go to the doctor with him. I asked him if he was feeling depressed. I even asked if he had tried therapy or counseling. I tried to get him to use a bidet. I asked him if I could help him with his paperwork at home so that he'd feel less of a burden from work.
He has take-home
Everything I could
paperwork
think of.
on a pro bono, partially part-time job.
And she has 2 jobs on top of all of the housework and all of the yard work and all of the child care.
Yeah.
Why are you doing anything at home on a part-time job at all?
Yeah.
It's a part-time job.
But it's going to lead to promotion someday.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He just brushed me off. He's insisting that I'm overreacting.
He brushed something.
And then it's normal for a grown man to have skid marks.
No.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I mean, it might be normal, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Huh. Makes you think.
Yeah. I think, how many votes did Trump get? There's at least that many Americans who probably have skid marks. Yeah.
For sure.
Every gender.
He's blaming me now for shutting him out, but I feel physically sick when I catch a whiff of him.
Ugh.
The nail in the coffin was that he told me, sometimes when I fart, I press my underwear against my butt to check and see if it feels wet. I told him that was it.
The answer should always be no.
I was done. The line has been drawn and crossed. I told him I don't see how we can be intimate again because I'm disgusted by all of this. I mean, seriously, this is so childish. I can't even believe it's happening to me. I'm too embarrassed to tell a soul outside of my house about this. So that's why I'm venting here on Reddit. I feel like this is not real life right now.
I would be
but I'm
embarrassed by this
so
as
lost
well.
over this. I truly care for this man, and I don't want to leave him because he's my husband, but because he's my husband, we have a life built together. And I can tell he's struggling with something.
No. You have a life built.
Yeah.
He is a succubus. Like he's just suctioning all of that off for you. From
Incubus.
you. Incubus?
Also,
Depends on how into this matrix you want to get. Succubus is kind of a siren. Incubus is a dream demon. We just kind of do it because it's easier to have an incubus and a succubus.
Oh. There's also a caveat in your marriage, which is literally till death do you fart.
Yeah, it's true.
And his fart be death. So I think you can legally, this is a no fart divorce, and you should be in the
I meant to do this.
in the clear.
You better get it done soon because in Texas you're not going to be able to.
Uh-huh.
Is that what they're doing? They're getting rid of no fault divorces? Did they already?
I thought they didn't have them.
they're trying to get rid of the law or they're trying to say that you have to have a passport or a birth certificate when you go to vote if your name doesn't match your birth certificate. Or you have to have a passport to be able to vote if your name doesn't match what's on your birth certificate.
Right.
Don't worry, women. We're not going to use it against you.
So yeah, married women aren't going to be able to vote.
Or really woke married men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like 3,000.
They are going to use the law on the woke men. Women don't worry about it. Woke men worry about it. God.
That's what we really need
We
to
live
learn
in a
about.
fucking nightmare, guys.
We sure do.
Back to the story, though. I feel like this isn't real life right now. Hey, me too. I'm so lost over this. I can tell he's struggling over something. But if he makes absolutely no effort to fix this issue, and it's affecting both of us, it's really not fair to me. How long am I supposed to sit by while this continues? I don't even want to go home half the time because of the smell as soon as I walk through the door. The worst part is him gaslighting me about it, saying that I'm just imagining things, that it doesn't smell as bad as I think, that I'm making out to be a big deal when it's not.
It shouldn't smell bad at all. That's the thing.
Correct.
Even if it's not as bad as she thinks, which is probably, definitely, almost certainly incorrect, there shouldn't be any smell.
It's probably worse than she thinks.
Yeah, it's probably worse than...
Imagine being nose blind to your husband's shit.
Kind of hope you are.
Your poops don't stink.
Thank you.
Wow.
Get it on record.
Outcast.
Joshua, fix your hair.
Erica, I don't care is the thing.
But I do.
What's wrong with it?
It's just right in the center.
What if I like it like that?
It was weird.
I like it like this.
Ricky gets what she wants. Because I'm a loving husband has been like that.
Thank you, babe.
Normally he's very acceptive. He's
That's
normally
even cuter.
He's normally really receptive to my feelings, but lately he just acts so defensive. We know who he voted for. We've been married for 8 years.
This guy did
so
not
it's just...
vote.
Oh,
This guy
that's
did not
true.
vote. Are you kidding me?
You got my ass with that one. He is working that day. That's the one day of the month he works. We've been married 8 years, so it's just crazy to me that things can change so suddenly. And it seems like he's stopped trying altogether. I've heard that depression can do this to people, but he doesn't seem to be in bad spirits at all.
What do you mean?
Just more fatigued.
Look at him.
That's-
He's losing his life to World of Warcraft. He's speedrunning life Asmongold %. Like your husband is depressed. Not that it excuses the behavior, but
Yeah. One day later. Thanks, everyone, for that who replied with the advice and kind words.
you're welcome.
I reached out to his father. That is about the only family he has. I told him I was really worried about his son and asked if he could please call him and check in on him. I told him he may need to go to the doctor, but he's resisting. His dad asked for details, and so I told him what was going on.
Oh no.
He was baffled.
Oh thank God.
He says I was making a huge deal out of
no.
nothing.
That's what I was
And that he
worried
could
about.
not believe that I was making him sleep on the couch over this. He was very harsh with me, and I ended up getting off the phone feeling terrible. He was absolutely no help. I'm getting myself into therapy to work through this with whatever happens moving forward. I've done a lot of thinking for the last few days, especially reading everyone's comments. I honestly don't know what will come from this point, but I do know that things can't and won't continue this way.
Is that the only update we get?
1 week later.
Okay.
Okay. We were waiting on bated breath.
OP here. Yeah, I took the post down. The amount
Coward.
of hate I was getting was insane, which is insane.
I mean, it might have been hate like you're an idiot for not breaking up with them, yada yada.
But this will be my last update. I've decided to get a divorce.
Yes. Good for What you. did you say?
I've decided to get a divorce.
Wait, you're reading, right? That's not you. That'd be a real shit way to tell me.
Yeah, I won't tell you. That would be a shit way.
Christian didn't even wait for you to get a disease. You
I
said
was gonna
surgery.
Surgery's
I'm outta
close enough.
here.
What was the statistic?
That would be terrible. I don't even want to joke about it.
Almost as terrible as your shoulder.
Just wait until I'm healed and then we can. No, that's,
No.
that's not even a good joke. I'm so sorry.
What is
Wait
going
until
on?
I'm healed. How about that?
No problem. And I'll see you on the next side of this break.
What?
right?
Oh, the update was just that she was getting a divorce.
yeah.
Okay.
That was the last of the updates. She's just divorcing him.
Yeah, that's the last update.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry there was no major climax.
All I needed was and that's it.
Oh, sorry. And that's it. Cut that in, Blake. I don't know. Josh wanted it. I don't fucking think we need
Josh
it.
gets what he wants.
That's getting fired.
you want to
You're
get fired?
fired.
No.
Put the boner away.
Could you imagine the entire time we were having that conversation? I'm just over here like the pillow's on my lap. You're like, can I have that pillow? And I'm like, no. It's actually, I need it right now. We'll see on the other side of this break.
Bye.
Like, when's the last time you guys have had a boner in public?
I don't go in public. So today.
I don't know. Probably been a long time. I do still randomly get some sometimes. I feel like I get them a lot like driving, where I'm just like, what the hell?
It's a sexy bumper.
Does driving count?
No.
Okay.
Unless you're parked and then you get out and you still have it.
Gotcha. I don't know. The only time I remember having a vivid memory about having an erection when I shouldn't was in 6th grade.
Yeah, I feel like normally it's
In like a math class.
With Mrs. Gross?
Yeah. I mean, I was in 6th grade. It's not
it's
like
not the teacher
I
causing
just
it.
shit happens, you know?
She called me husky.
You want me to go fucking kill her? Is she still alive? I'll push her
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah.
What's up with maybe we should do a tier list, but I feel like math teachers are always the most hated.
They
But then
are.
like as an adult I like met with some of the people, like some of the teachers who were most hated that we knew, and I was like, "Oh, you're a normal person." I guess we were just little shitbag kids, huh?
You're fine.
Yeah, I fear that math is like one of those subjects where it is just like
It's just hard.
it's a harder one. It's like either you get it or you don't get it, and
don't
you
get
either
it.
like it or you don't like it.
I don't like it.
So then it's like you automatically have a bias.
For all you British folk, we're talking about maths.
Arithmetic. I was listening to our episode from this week in the car with my mom today, and our listener submitted sound from Jamie from Scotland.
Yeah.
When you guys didn't even pick up on it, but I said, "Okay, Jamie." I said his name in a poorly executed accent. My mom started dying laughing. And then she was mad at you guys that you didn't acknowledge it.
We
I'm
did get
sorry.
an email from Hillary in Stirling, Scotland, who says there's a hack for speaking 2 words Scottish. Do you want it?
Yeah.
I want you to say space ghettos.
Space ghettos.
Yeah, now say it fast.
Space ghettos.
You're saying space girls, but in Scotland.
Ah.
Yeah, how about that?
The ghettos was throwing me off. I was like, "There's no way this."
You got to
is-
get it real fast in there for space ghettos.
And that's
Oh, it sounded right when you say ghettos really fast.
ghettos. Ghettos.
Yeah, you're getting it. Thank you, Hillary.
Space ghettos.
We don't just do that on this podcast. We also do the most.
Circle
Do the what?
George. What the hell? It's the circle George.
The circle George.
The
Where we
most-
George around this circle. I want full fucking credits for this now. I want producer credits. I want writing credits, and I better see royalties.
I mean, you're in charge of the money, so
Thank you.
He does deserve writing credits on this. This week we're playing a brand new game called Twerp, Dork, Geek.
what?
Twerp, Dork, Geek. It's like Fuck, Marry, Kill, but we're gonna decide if they're a twerp, a dork, or a geek.
Okay, can I get a definition of each?
Nope, it's off vibes. You'll understand.
I feel
Okay.
like
Let's do us 3. Are we on the list?
we are on the
Let's
list.
do us 3 first. That way we understand the twerp, dork, geek
Oh no. Okay.
meta here.
I mean,
Christian's a twerp.
this sucks. And I will.
I'm a geek, and you're a dork.
Okay.
If you have to think of a twerp, if I didn't write this one down
Yeah.
because I forgot, and I actually Actually, we'll just go off. We're just gonna shoot from the fucking hip here.
Yeah.
Neville. We're talking iCarly here. Neville from iCarly.
Is a twerp.
Absolute twerp.
Twerp.
Okay, yeah.
Gibby from iCarly.
Is a dork.
Absolute dork.
Freddie.
Freddie from iCarly.
Is a geek.
Is a geek.
Absolute geek.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
But it's also kind of just vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't think you're a twerp. I think Josh is more of a twerp.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is we can have different fuck, marry, kills.
We all know Josh is the twerp.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
I
up,
just don't want to
dweeb.
hurt his feelings because, yeah, I knew he was going to pretty defensive
Wait,
about
dweeb
this
is
one.
not on the list.
He's still a dweeb? Am I wrong?
That's true. Fuck.
Yes, you're wrong.
He sniffles.
That's dweeby
Oh,
behavior.
that is dweeby behavior. That
Do we
is
need
hard
to change
to
it to
defend.
twerp dweeb geek?
No.
Keep it as writ.
Okay.
Keep it as writ.
Yeah.
And this one, Josh did help me write. And by helped write, he did this whole one. The Rock, Jason Momoa, and Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rock is a twerp.
The Rock is absolutely a twerp.
For sure.
Vin Diesel is the dork, and Jason Momoa is the geek.
Yeah.
I think I'll agree with that one.
I agree with that as well.
Tom Holland, Timothy Chalamet, and Barry Cohen.
Barry Keegan,
Keegan.
the Irish guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, he has such a punchable face.
He is
Wow.
100% a twerp.
I don't know.
Barry's the twerp for sure.
If you don't think he's a twerp,
No, for sure. Because Tom Holland is the dweeb.
yeah.
I mean the geek.
The geek.
Dweeb
yes.
and geek are interchangeable, obviously. And then, boy, I guess that
Timothy
leaves
Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet to be the nerd. That makes sense.
I think he's a geek
You
because
think Timothy Chalamet's the geek?
yeah, I'm pretty sure he his hobby is repairing fucking
He first started before he was famous. He did custom Xbox controllers.
yeah,
on a
he makes
YouTube
custom
channel.
controllers. That's his hobby is
Yeah.
and making
Yeah, but it
fucking Dreamcast. Not
doesn't
Dreamcast,
matter what he
GameCube
does.
controllers.
it's the vibes. And Tom Holland gives off smart academic vibes.
Because he's British.
I think
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet during whatever the most recent award show was at the Oscars, he said he wants to be the best at this, and I think that gives off geek behavior. He's showing that he's dedicated to his craft. Geek behavior. Dork is
Okay.
kind of doofusy in my opinion.
I think
Lightheartedness.
Tom
All right.
Holland is the most dork.
All right, you've convinced
But
me.
I
I'll agree.
totally see your point.
Yeah.
Barry Keegan,
Twerp. Fucking
absolute twerp. If you
shitbag.
guys go watch the movie Killing of a Sacred Deer,
Yeah.
his character is a twerp. That is his whole character is twerp.
Uh-huh.
And if you go watch this, you'll be like, "What the fuck did Christian make me watch?"
It's a weird fucking movie, dude.
Just think that he's a twerp the whole time. You're like, "Oh my god, he is a fucking twerp."
Next one.
Ariana Grande,
Ugh.
Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter.
What are the three options? I want to write them down because I keep messing them up.
twerp, dork, geek?
Dork.
Okay. I really dislike Ariana Grande,
Yeah.
so she is the twerp.
Okay. I see your pattern.
No, I don't dislike. Well, I do dislike Barry Keegan, whatever his name is.
For cheating on Sabrina.
Yes, mostly.
Allegedly.
I just don't like Ariana Grande, but she's very ditzy. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's a bad person.
Why? Because she cheats on people or goes specifically dates people who are in relationships?
Correct.
And
Yeah.
also has cosplayed as 5 different skin tones?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Sabrina Carpenter's a dork.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like a lovable dork.
Yes.
She's a Gibby.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just like,
Absolutely.
I mean, she is the definition of go get it, white girl. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, you got it.
Uh-huh.
Just let a woman be happy, you know?
Yeah. Which leaves Taylor Swift as the geek. Which,
which I
fine.
think is
it's fitting.
Yeah. I think Taylor Swift doesn't embody twerp or dork that much.
Yeah. And look at me sitting here defending Taylor Swift.
I mean, you're still calling her a geek.
Yeah, I think she's intelligent.
Yeah.
She's smart. She's good at what she does.
Sure.
And this
She's
one's
successful
we're really
Then
gonna
how come she didn't go on that rocket ship flight?
because she's smart.
damn. You know what? I'm gonna
fucking hate Katy Perry, too.
I'm gonna change a name on here really quick. This one's gonna test Erica of how she's feeling about the game.
Okay.
Apple, orange, pear.
Wow. Now are we talking about
Okay.
like annoying orange and then Apple phones and then pear phones from iCarly?
You tell me.
No. Okay. I'm going to go with Apple is the dork.
Okay.
I'm going to say that oranges are the twerp and pears are the geek.
I agree.
I agree fully. And orange is such a twerp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a hassle to deal with. And then sometimes it's like, and what was it for?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get to the end and you go, what was this for?
When I was pregnant, I was obsessed with oranges. Oranges were my jam. I was eating like 3 a day, especially at the beginning. And
Wow, 3 days crazy.
they were so good, dude. I could, yeah,
A good orange fucking rocks.
yeah.
Good orange is real good.
It does suck though how much effort they take.
Yeah. Most
Have you-
things in life do.
I heard of something just recently called like a sumo orange. That's supposed to be, it's kind of like a cutie. It's supposed to be easy to peel, but it's a full-sized orange. I haven't looked anything into it. I just heard about it on a podcast.
Is that related to the goblin orange?
goblin orange? Oh.
Goblin orange by nuts? Is that?
That's crazy.
Got his ass.
Zuck, Elon, and Bezos.
Just one of them. Not Bezos. Just one of them. Elon is obviously a fucking twerp.
Yeah.
Through and through, definition of twerp.
Yeah.
For sure.
Fucking man dark ass looking motherfucker.
Man, dark.
And who was it? Is Bezos and
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerfuck? Fucker nerd. He the thing is he's fucking he's jacked now. He's fucking yoked now.
Yeah.
He's got on the chain, he's got the spray tan on.
Still a dork.
Which yeah, that's dork, absolutely.
He
He's
tries.
cosplaying.
He still tries so hard. When he just
Yeah.
did, I know we all hate the one pop guy right now. He always wears jumpsuits. He like gay baits basically.
the guy who does backflips.
Yeah. And Mark Zuckerberg threw his wife a birthday party and then dressed up as him and did karaoke as him, and
Okay.
it was so fucking cringe.
Okay.
Dork behavior.
And then that leaves Bezos as the geek.
Geek.
Yeah,
And
But Bezos
I mean,
is
he
also
started
very
a
dork.
bookstore.
Bezos is also very twerp. He didn't start a bookstore. He started a store that steals from bookstores. Yeah. They all suck. I'll say that. It
Yeah.
might be the first oops all twerps of the.
That's exactly what I thought. Are all billionaires twerps?
No.
Okay.
Pritzker's a dork. Yeah.
He is a dork.
And
through and
Warren
through.
Buffett's a geek. I
Yeah.
mean, they all suck. They should all be murdered. They're billionaires, but I mean, allegedly in a video game.
Olivia Rodrigo, Chappell Roan, and Katy Perry.
I fucking hate Katy Perry. Twerp.
I think Katy Perry gets. I think she gets a little bit too much hate.
No, she sucks.
I mean, she does suck, but I do think she gets a little bit too much hate.
Not enough hate, if you ask me.
She is a twerp. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah. Nah, she might be a dork.
No.
I think
Katy
I'm-
Perry is a fucking twerp.
Compared to the other two, she's way
the
more
other two?
twerp. Olivia Rodrigo and Chappell Roan.
Oh, Chaperone's a little bit of a twerp, but like in a fun way. Chaperone's a little bit of a twerp.
Nope.
Like she's intentionally antagonistic sometimes.
Okay.
She's
I
a-
would put her as the dork then.
I think Katy
I think
Perry's
she's
the
dork
dork.
for sure.
No.
Katy Perry put cupcakes on her boobs. That is dork behavior.
She's transcended dork into twerpdom.
I don't know. I just think Chaperone's a little bit of a twerp, and that's fine. You guys have such a negative connotation on twerp.
I absolutely do.
I like Christian, and you're a twerp.
I don't like that about myself.
And Olivia
Josh.
Rodrigo is the geek.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
That can be agreed upon.
yeah.
And since Josh somehow saw through my plan here, here's the last one. Hot dog hamburger brat.
Hot dog's the twerp for sure. I'm gonna go with broad is the dork and hamburger is the geek.
Interesting. I think a hamburger's a twerp. No cheese. What are you doing? Twerp? Fucker. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? You're fucking, I don't know. Pissing me off. Extra?
Okay, wait.
75 cents?
So you think of twerp and it pisses you off a little bit.
Oh, crazy.
I literally said that chaperone's a little antagonistic. It's like meant to kind of piss you off.
Yeah, no.
It's like a Chicago hot dog. It's like, fuck you. I get it. I'm from Illinois. I'm going to eat it, but it pisses me off.
I thought I really backed you into a corner, and then you went, that's what I said. And it's like, ooh, I guess you did just say that.
Have you had that hot dog place here?
No.
We should. It's really good.
The one that's right downtown?
Yeah,
Aurora had it once.
it's good.
Hamburger, twerp, brat, geek, hot dog, dork.
I do think Brat's Geek. What are you on?
I said that
Hot dogs twerp.
hot dogs twerp, brats are dorks, hamburgers are geeks.
Yeah.
Is that what I said? I might have switched the last two. I can't remember.
I think I agree with you that hot dogs are twerps,
yeah.
hamburgers are dorks, brats are geeks.
Is that what I said?
No. I agreed with you on hot dogs. I agreed with you on
I think
one of them.
I think I said that originally.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
And the last one I
Editor.
had written down was us.
Was
But-
us.
And well, maybe we can revisit it. Maybe we've changed our minds through.
still think
I
you're a
haven't.
twerp.
You're a twerp.
What's up?
What's up?
Honestly, it's probably me. I'm
Maybe
the
we're
twerp
all
of this group.
We're all twerps. We're
Oops,
all
all
dorks.
twerps?
No,
And I'm the
I'm
geek.
for sure the twerp.
It was the twerps you met along the way.
You're the geek, and you're the dork.
Really? I would say
you guys,
he's...
You guys could be interchangeable there.
I think you're absolutely geek. I'm absolutely dork. The way you're able to like truly info dump, I think I'm a little quirky about it.
Okay.
I'm a
just-
little dumb,
I'm just a little confident with it, which is why I'm a little bit of a.
but I
twerp.
think you're just smarter with it, which makes you a geek, and I'm a little...
it's hard for me to admit that I'm twerp because twerp to me is
It embodies
Shitty
everything
fucking
I hate.
bridesmaids fucking speech. Today you are becoming the twerp and I the geek.
it does. It feels like twerp is what you call your sibling, your younger sibling.
Okay.
And you two are youngest, so you don't get it.
Okay.
You guys have always been the twerp.
I've always been the twerpy. I've never been the twerper.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm the twerp. Because, no, I'm not.
Yeah. I think we all got a little bit of twerp in us.
Maybe that's what makes us such close friends, is that we all got a little bit of twerp in us.
Huh. Two twerps don't make a geek.
We'll twerp shop it.
Nice.
Thanks.
And after the circle Judge, we always have a listener submitted sound. And this week, our sound comes to us from...
Is that a Scottish drum roll?
Yes.
From Kelsey. Hi, Judgies.
From Metro Station?
I'm Kelsey. Y'all can use my name. Longtime listener, lurker, longtime listener, lurker for the most part. Love y'all so much. I don't know if it left an impression on anybody else whatsoever, but the last listener sound I submitted was the last listener submitted sound I submitted was the Beethoven version of I Fucked Your Mom sometime last year. I was on my way home from work the other day and got caught in traffic when I really needed to pee. This is what resulted. My personal flavor of neurodivergence often results in me singing my thoughts in little ditties, and this felt incredibly Judgies coded, so I decided to record it and send it to you.
I love this.
Anyways, I hope y'all enjoy it. Pisses and kisses, Kelsey.
Gotta piss, 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 gotta piss, gotta piss so bad, gotta piss my pants, gotta piss my pants, gotta piss so bad, gotta piss, piss, gotta piss so bad, gotta piss my pants, gotta piss, 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 gotta piss so bad, gotta piss my pants, gotta piss so bad.
That's beautiful. I loved it.
That was really good.
Bold to do that while you had your turn signal on, and it was a different BPM. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, you can't control it.
Well, that's
Your
what I mean.
blinker's
but-
like a metronome.
Yeah, but
and-
she went faster than the
Yeah.
metronome, and it was good. That's what I'm saying. It's bold, very nerd of you.
I
I
loved
would
it.
say that was more dork.
Sounds played. And after the sounds, we always have our listener submitted story.
Judgiespod@gmail.com. Put it in the subject line. Thank you.
Let me find the exact names I'm looking for. Whoop.
By the Click 5. Just the girl.
She's just the girl I'm looking for.
I had a song play today that Christian didn't know in the car, and I was very surprised he didn't know it. You remember what song it was, Christian? It was by The Hives.
No, I don't remember
That's
it.
what I remember right now. The Hives. Erica, is that familiar?
Maybe. Sing it to me.
It was a good song.
Is it The Hives?
It was the Hives.
Main Offender by The Hives.
Sing it to me.
This is my main offender.
No.
It goes. All right, man. And if you don't get it from that, that's a you problem because that was perfect.
I believe you.
This story comes to us from Kat. Today, I fucked up by not listening to my professors and shitting my pants.
Uh-oh.
Hi,
Why were your
Judgies.
professors talking about your pants being shat in?
Well, I guess I should say shitting my pants, parentheses, air quotes.
Which ones?
I'm on air quotes. Editor. Kill myself. Hi, Judges. I'm Kat. I'm currently dealing with the aftermath of my fuck up right now as I type this. For context, I'm a social
fresh.
worker.
Still fresh, huh?
During college, all my professors told me to be prepared for everything. I was advised to keep a survival kit, air quotes, of sorts in my car all the time, complete with extra shoes, clothes, Clorox wipes, trash bags, towels, masks, bug sprays, Vicks Vapor Rub, because you never know what situation you might be walking into. Well, I never took this advice because I don't do home visits. But boy, am I paying the price now. I'm at work minding my business, doing my professional things. I'm sitting at my desk in a meeting. I move around a lot in my chair because I'm neurodivergent. And bi. Sorry, I was reading bi and I put it at the divergent.
Neurobivergent's pretty good. We can
don't-
coin that.
I don't know if bi makes you
I'll
fidgety.
make up a t-shirt.
No, bi makes you sit weird in the chair. Are you not a... Look at her.
Oh, no.
Are you
Look
not
at her,
aware
right?
of the memes?
No, I'm not aware of this.
You don't know
one.
what bi sitting is? You know what bi sitting is?
No.
This is crazy. This is what
I'm on lesbian TikTok, not bisexual TikTok.
Have you never watched a Curtis Connor video in your life?
Not in 4 years. Gosh. That fucker went mainstream.
Jordan-
He's touring.
Adika, ring a bell.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Talks about bi sitting sometimes.
Okay, are you going to explain it to us?
Bi people sit weird in chairs. It's a meme.
That's why we got all these big chairs now. That chair?
That's a bi chair.
That's a bi-ass chair.
Are you bi?
No, I'm fat.
No,
big
he
ass.
Sits, he sits fucked up. He's stealing valor.
I'm stealing bi valor.
I'm neurodivergent and bi, so I can't sit in a chair properly. I swear this is relevant, they write. I finish up my meeting and walk this kid back to where they need to go. I feel like everyone's staring at me. No biggie. It's probably just my anxiety. I go to the dining hall and still feel like everyone is staring at me. It's definitely not just all in my head, right? I take my lunch back to my office and go to sit on my chair until I notice something on the seat. It's brown and squishy.
Oh.
Oh no, did I step in dog shit and track it inside? I tend to tuck my feet underneath me a lot when I'm sitting, so it's entirely possible. I check my shoes, nothing's there. I couldn't help but notice there isn't really an odor. I do the next logical thing according to my lizard brain and touch it. It doesn't really move and it's not that squishy, so then I proceed to sniff my hand.
Excuse you?
Thankfully, it's chocolate.
Okay.
But where did the chocolate come from?
Your ass?
I grab a paper towel to go clean my chair and catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. And that's when it hits me. I sat in chocolate and it's melted all over my chair, which means it's melted all over my pants.
Oh.
I'm wearing jeans, so this is very noticeable.
Blue jeans, I assume.
Holy crap. Or should I say holy chocolate? Remember how I said I can't sit normally in a chair? Because I kept moving, it's all over the back of my pants. It looks like I had a total blowout moment. I'm staring at myself in the mirror, contemplating what I should do next. Okay, Kat, just change pants. Well, what if I had any? That survival kit I swore I didn't need? Well, yeah, it turns out I need it right now.
Yeah.
So I lock myself in the bathroom and do the best I can to wipe it off with a paper towel, but that only does so much. I wet the paper towel a bit, and that helped get the chocolate off, but now it's just kind of spread around, and it looks like I peed myself, too. I'm sitting here, and I don't know what to do. My job has me working with kids. Boys, teenage boys.
Oh, you're fucked.
Teenagers are like the worst kind of bullies in the world. I
Yeah.
love working with the kids I work with, but oh my gosh, they're going to make so many jokes about me.
Do you have time to just like run to the store real quick?
Maybe.
Wear a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Jacob Sartorius style.
Do I keep trying to clean my pants? Do I tell them the actual story about just sitting in chocolate?
They won't believe you.
Will they think I'm lying if I say that
Yes,
to them?
of course they would.
Doesn't matter. They're still gonna call it shit. You could eat it, and then they're just gonna say you ate shit.
Do I embrace it and act like Miss K crapped her pants? Maybe I get brownie points by doing that? Do I tie my jacket around my waist all
Yeah.
day? No clue, but I can't hide this much longer.
I think you should use your lunch break or whatever break you have and run to the store and just literally buy any pair of pants.
I don't
that
think
fit
they
you.
have any break left. They were coming back from the lunch break when they found it.
I'd fucking use vacation time for it then.
I think you Katie Maravich it and just own it and just say, "Oh, did I shit my pants?
Nope.
So yeah,
Why are you looking?"
that's what you hit them with. Why are you looking, pervert? So yeah, today I fucked up by not listening to my professors about having a survival kit and not checking my seat good enough before I sat down. Anyways, let me know how y'all would have handled this. Thanks for all the entertainment. Pisses and kisses, Cat.
I'd go get new pants.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, I'm sick.
Look, I have diarrhea.
I have to go home.
Can I tell you the only time I thought Aurora was cheating on me? Story.
Let's hear it.
I think she needed like air in her tires or something. And I had a little it came with my Chevy Volt, just like a little air compressor that pumps your air with tires. And I was doing mine. She's like, "Hey, can you do mine when you're done?" So I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I'm doing it, and it just plugs into your like cigarette lighter section, you know.
Yeah.
So I have to the cord's not long enough to have to switch it to go across each side of the car. And I open up the passenger side door and open it up, and then in the little like down little segment that's normally down like on the
Like
end
in
of
the door. Yeah.
was a pair of her underwear. And I start like shaking. I'm like my world's about to get rocked. I'm like, why the fuck is there underwear in your car?
Her own underwear.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's
But
like,
still.
clearly you were in this car and your underwear came off. Why else would you have underwear in this car? That's not
Sure.
from me taking your underwear off.
Okay. Okay. Yes. I
And
see
so
your thought process now.
I finished deflating her tires. That way she couldn't away from me. No, I filled up the rest of her tires. And then I went inside and I had them. And I was like, why were these in your car? And she's like, in case I shit myself. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
You know, yeah, no, that absolutely checks out. I will put them back.
A queen.
I was so scared. I was like, why were these in your car? And she's like, in case I shit myself. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were cheating on me, but that makes more sense. And she's like, you thought I was cheating on you? I was like, I don't know why else there would be underwear in your car. And she's like, in case I shit myself. I get it now. I get it now.
Yeah, no, you showed your work and the math checks out.
She was cheating on me, but that was a whole other thing.
That was a whole. That was completely.
That's when I
different
knew
thing.
she cheated on me. This was when I thought. That's a whole other story.
Aurora would never.
Next story comes to us from Please Don't Say My Name.
I think I maybe have told this on the podcast before, but I ripped my pants at work once when I was working at the animal shelter. Like just straight up all the way from the crotch all the way around, so my one ass cheek was completely out. I was wearing underwear, obviously.
I've done it a couple times at work.
And I just had Jake bring me pants. He went to the store.
Cheeky panties.
No.
You had a cheek popping out, so.
I would have had on Hanes boxer briefs at the time. Gray, navy blue would have been the two options, probably. Maybe a red.
Oh, if you're feeling sexy that day, but probably gray, navy blue.
Yeah.
I've ripped my pants multiple times at work. Mm-hmm.
Which before they moved your position, you could just come home. It would
Yeah.
take you 2 minutes to get home.
I've ripped my pants when I worked at CVS as a high schooler, and that's a pretty...
Yeah.
I remember ripping my pants, and like the manager or whatever at the time, the shift leader, was like somebody like 1 year out of high school, and I'm like so embarrassed. I'm just like, Claudia, I ripped my pants. I don't know what to do. And she's like, go home. I was like, thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I just had Jake bring me pants.
I've also ripped my pants at
Okay.
the hospital, and I just put on like surgical scrubs. I'm like, I'm working in the surgery department today. Don't worry about it.
You wore a slutty top and a slutty polo and surgical scrubs bottoms.
No, I swapped into slutty surgical. I also look slutty in a surgical in the scrubs.
Bet you do.
I think you're just a slut.
That could be.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky.
This comes to us from Don't Say My Name, but it is titled Awesome Puke Story. So, warning at the top, Puke Story. Oh, what? People listen to this on their lunch breaks while they're eating their breakfast. Toughen up, get a stronger stomach. Loyal listener since 2022 and a proud piss baby since 2023.
Thank you.
Okay, so if y'all want a small break from all the mundane poop stories, I have a great puke story for you.
Thank you.
The year's 2019. I'm a freshman in college,
Sorry.
and I wake up one Saturday morning.
It scared the shit out of me.
I'm so sorry.
I thought something was falling on my head.
it was too tight on my neck. I'm sorry.
I woke up and decided to have a strawberry smoothie. My boyfriend at the time and I decided to go see a matinee at the movies.
Love a matinee.
Specifically, this was mid-90s, which I was really excited to see.
I'm not familiar with that film.
Anyways, we get there. I think it's an A24 flick. Anyway, we get there. I get a big old soda and a bin of popcorn and sit our
Yup.
sweet asses down.
Yup.
One thing about me is I love movie theater popcorn.
Yup.
Preach.
Christian loves that shit.
He goes nuts for movie theater popcorn.
I do.
Day old, too.
And I do love stale movie theater popcorn. Give me day old movie theater popcorn when the
Drives
butter's
me
really
nuts.
fucking solidified on that bitch. I love movie theater popcorn, so I was eating it faster than I probably should have. Eventually, we're about 15 minutes into the movie, and suddenly I start to gag. I need to go to the bathroom, like now. I cover my mouth with my hands as it's starting to come out, and I sprint to the restrooms. I make it in, open the stall door, and splat. It explodes all over the stall. The walls, the floor, everywhere. And it's bright pink thanks to that strawberry smoothie.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh my God.
Now, this is a controversial move here. I don't quite know why you decided to do this here, but I move myself over to the next stall and finish up. A couple of minutes later, I hear two girls come in and say, ew! And then promptly start making dancing TikTok videos over and over
That's
again.
so... Wait, with the puke in the background? That's so fucking
I
funny.
mean, I'm sure they closed the stall.
That's so fucking funny.
I'm too embarrassed to come out now, so I wait in the stall. Then I hear a mom and a child come in. Her child starts to gag, and then throws up as well. So now I'm just trapped in the stall, pondering the consequences of my actions.
Oh, worker, this kid has puked all over the stalls. We all saw it.
Eventually, it's been about 30, maybe 45 minutes. The child and mom are gone, but the TikTok girls are still dancing away.
Oh my God.
I call my boyfriend, suck up my pride, and walk my pukey ass out. The kicker of all of this is that the theater employees weren't even allowed to spare us a popcorn bucket to puke into on the ride home unless we paid for it.
Why not take the one you had?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bag.
So, anyways, pisses and kisses. Love y'all.
That's rough, brother.
Yeah, I've never puked in public.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
I don't know if I have either.
Oh,
I
not
guess
even
I
like
get-
drunk at a bar.
But you're a puker.
I am a puker.
No. But my first thought is, why wouldn't you think about the garbage cans like outside of the movie theater?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, each one should have one. What I would have done is wait until they said chicken jockey and puked all over the screen.
Hell yeah. Chicken Jockey. What's your thoughts on the Minecraft movie, babe?
I have not seen it.
What the hell?
Have you seen it?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Then what's your thoughts on it?
I don't have any.
What the hell?
And this next story comes to us from
Oklahoma.
JoJo.
What a bizarre name.
Hi, Judgies. Saw this story and thought it was just the right kind of silly and goofy that you might like.
You don't know me.
Dream
That's
story
cool.
on my podcast.
Okay. There's this coming to us from r/Ask Ireland.
It'd been fun if we could have made that into an accent. I don't know how though.
Yeah.
Have I been catfished in the weirdest way possible?
You have to-
Listen, if you're from Ireland, tell us what you guys say instead of whoop.
R.
what do you do when you sing "Whoop"? There it is in Ireland. What's Gaelic for whoop?
Good question. All right, lads, I need some help making sense of this because my brain is absolutely scrambled. I think I might have been catfished in the weirdest way possible, and I don't even know what the end goal was. So I matched with this girl on a dating app. Let's call her Sarah. She's gorgeous, like properly stunning,
British.
but also has a kind of
Irish.
quirky energy. Very quirky. Our chat's great, full of banter, good vibes, all that. We decide to meet up, and I suggest something simple, a coffee or maybe a pint. But no, Sarah wants something different.
Are you asking for? Asking for a pint? Is that genuinely asking for a pint of Guinness? So your two options were coffee or Guinness?
Yeah, like go get on a coffee date or go get a drink at a bar. You want an afternoon date or an evening date?
Okay.
They do it differently over there.
I never had a Guinness. You ever split the G?
I've never split the G.
What does that mean? Just drinking a Guinness?
You drink it until you're in the middle of the G on the cup, the Guinness cup.
Why?
It's just a stupid.
It's just a little bar game.
You're
that
supposed to
try.
drink it in one drink and try to guess. Because when you're tilting it, you can't tell where it's gonna be. Split the G.
Okay. Guinness is gross.
Don't be upset. Have you ever?
No, but
You know, I
it
was
looks disgusting.
I was gonna back off and be like, you've probably tried it before, but you really were just like, no, I've
No
never tried it.
chance.
No.
I've also never had it, but I think it's supposed to taste better than it. Like an American beer that looks that dark, I know I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, a Guinness is supposed to taste different than an American beer that looks that dark.
But Guinness, they're all like fucking nerdy about this shit because they're like, oh no, you're not. It's not right in America, or it's not right. You have to go to the Guinness bars, or
Yeah.
the carbonation's at a different percentage, and
Well,
all
we
this
use Black
bullshit.
Dye 40 in there.
Not soon. RFK's getting rid of that shit. But
He's a fucking
isn't it-
idiot.
Yeah.
Sarah
What?
wants something different. She says she always wanted to learn how to play the. Hold on, this is what I was reading earlier.
Paradiddle.
The listener thankfully sent us a pronunciation of this. Boron.
Okay.
Boron. She always wanted to learn how to play the boron, a very specific instrument to Ireland. But all right. She asked if I can play. I tell her no, obviously. Next thing I know, she's found a boron instructor and has booked us both for a lesson.
That's a fun date.
At this point, I'm kind of bewildered, but also intrigued. It was a weird first date, sure, but I like her. And maybe this is just one of those fun, spontaneous things you lean into.
This wouldn't turn me off.
No, I think that's a good idea.
I mean, I don't think it's a great idea. It's fine.
I'd
You
be
know what I mean?
embarrassed at how bad I am at
Like,
it.
that's probably like it's on the same level as axe throwing. It's like, okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. I would never go out of my way to learn how to play this instrument, but whatever. It's a date. You know what I mean?
We text back and forth a bit over the next few days, and on the day of the lesson, she confirms it's still happening. So I rock up to the place, and just as I'm about to go in, she texts saying that she's running a few minutes late, but to just go inside and meet her. She'll meet me there. I go in, knock on the door, and a middle-aged man, the Boron instructor, greets me. He lets me in, sits me down, and we both just kind of sit there, waiting for Sarah. It was awkward, but after about 10 minutes, the instructor just suggests we start without her. And I don't know how to politely decline, so I just do. I do a whole lesson for an hour, and Sarah never shows up.
Okay.
I finished the lesson because what else am I meant to do? I finished the lesson because what else am I going to do? I mean, I got anxious. I don't know.
I would have left.
And
I would have ran.
I was too anxious, I don't know, to leave or to try to get in contact with her. No response, completely ghosted. WhatsApp's gone, numbers blocked. At this point, I assume she's either dead or this was some kind of mad prank. Either way, I try to move on, chalking up as the weirdest dating app experience of my life.
That is weird, for sure.
Then, about a week later, I'm walking past the Boron place, and my curiosity gets the better of me. I figure I'll pop in, ask the instructor if he's ever heard it from her. Just to make sure she's not in a ditch somewhere. I open the door, and the instructor is in the middle of a lesson with another guy. I start apologizing for interrupting, but then I just say, fuck it, and ask the instructor about Sarah. I explain that she never showed up. I can't get in contact, and I'm a bit worried. Before the instructor can even respond, the other guy turns to me, looking confused, and tells me that he's waiting on Sarah. She's the one that booked this lesson, and she still hasn't shown up. At this point, my brain fully short circuits. So now I'm standing there staring at this guy, realizing that we were both independently lured into taking Boron lessons by the same girl, who has now disappeared off the face of the earth. What the actual fuck is happening here? My friends are telling me to forget about it, probably because it's the only thing I've talked about for the week straight now. But I feel like if you actually experience this, you would feel exactly how I feel.
Yeah,
would not
probably.
be able to rest until you got some sort of answer.
I don't think it would
Any
bother me that
theories?
much, bud.
I'm almost afraid to ask if this has happened to anyone else. Please tell me I'm not losing my mind.
Is she paying for the lesson, or are you paying for the lesson? Because if you're paying for the lesson, it's for sure the instructor.
It's no
somebody.
chance it's not the instructor. He's hoping you take a class and go, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I should keep playing this instrument.
It feels a little fishy, for sure. Catfishy. I don't think I would let this ruin my life. I think I would just be like, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then be over with it. Very funny to think that she died, but the last thing she did before she died was she blocked your ass.
Yeah.
Like she got into an accident. She was actually dying and then was like, delete it off WhatsApp. Block this guy off Tinder. I have to.
What did the comments say? Do they all think it's the instructor too?
Let me go back real quick.
It's got to be the instructor. I don't see any other thing that makes any amount of sense. Or like somebody that's involved with the business.
Shirley. This has to be a piss take, Shirley. Otherwise, the instructor is trying to get his books filled.
Yeah. Especially the way the instructor is like, oh, come on, just take it.
Let's just start it.
Yeah.
Sounds like you fell for a diddly lie. And maybe that translates a little better in it's an Irish accent.
Yeah, Irish people aren't real. They're like the Arkansas of Western Europe.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Okay, but
you think Arkansas is real too?
I've been there.
Yeah, right.
somebody did
They
ask.
told you. They spun you in a circle and said you're in Arkansas now.
Somebody asked who paid, and then the OP responded, "I did pay for my lesson." But the other lad left when I arrived. He said he'd only been there for 10 minutes, so I don't think he paid.
Yeah, you're getting.
It's definitely the teacher.
You're getting
For
played.
sure.
Yeah, you're getting played like a frickin' Boron.
Yeah. You sure you're saying it right?
No, he's definitely not. But it's.
It was Bo. They
Like
broke up as
B-O-W?
BOW, RAW,
Raw.
and then an N at the end.
So you're doing it in 2
Bow
syllables.
run.
It should be 3. I think that's probably closer.
Well, oh my God.
It doesn't matter, Christian. I believe in you. Nobody criticized you.
No, as in take a bow.
Fuck.
No, take
I
a
didn't
bow.
know.
Like
Bow run.
when you're wrapping a president. I meant to say president. Take a
Fuck.
bow.
Hey, I didn't read that part. I was quickly skimming to read the story to you guys.
Take a bow, so it's bow run.
That's
makes more
probably pretty
sense.
close.
That sounds way more Irish.
Bow run. So
Um,
sorry.
Are you saying Spice Girls?
do we have enough time
Space
for this
Skittle.
last story? How many slides are in this last story?
Slides? What are you, Dexter?
Well, the original post got deleted, so now they have just screenshots.
I'm in my Dexter phase, folks. Season
Yeah.
7. Almost done with season 7.
Yeah, we've been watching New Girl.
The Pit.
Well, Courtney and I started the pit. Yes.
I haven't watched a single episode.
We're waiting on you to read the story. I don't care
Oh
about
my
what you're
God.
watching.
The
Joshua.
fuck? Twerp.
That was twerp behavior for sure.
From r/am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for losing my mind because my wife keeps lying about passing gas?
Oh, no, we had to get this one in.
I can't believe I'm even writing this now. The answer is so obvious to me, but I feel like I'm being manipulated. But I don't see why. I, 36 male, have been with my wife, Catherine, 35 female, for a decade. Everything's great. She's my best friend. We have fun together, and she's my favorite person to spend time with. But as of late, something weird has been up.
She's been farting a lot.
Look, 10 years in, you get pretty comfortable with each other. You've seen each other at your worst and really been through it, which means, yes, we've passed gas from both ends and used the bathroom in front of each other. No big deal.
Ew. Why would you call burping passing gas from your
From both
mouth?
ends? Yeah.
What the fuck?
It grossed me out the first time I read it, too.
What do you mean passing gas from both ends?
I mean, that's what it is.
I feel
Yeah.
like both ends when it comes to butts is your fronts.
Yeah.
If I say both ends about farts, I'm thinking you're farting out your front.
Yeah.
If,
I agree
if
with
I'm
you.
farting from 2 spots, it's my penis and my asshole.
Yep. For the past year, my wife has been farting more than usual. Again, I don't care. It's not a huge problem. But these are some pretty vile stinkers.
It's a big enough problem to anonymously post it on Reddit.
And this might seem funny. Well, it's not anonymous. It's from... They deleted it. I won't say their username. I don't care. It's not a huge problem. But these are some pretty vile stinkers. And this might seem funny,
It is.
but we're in a small 1-bedroom space that's poorly ventilated. So you can imagine that there's a limit to what one can take before one politely says, "Babe, I love you, but you gotta go to the bathroom."
It's just going to follow you out. It's a 1-bedroom apartment.
But here's the weird part. Without fail, she will deny it every single time. She'll look at me weirdly and question what I mean. At first, I thought she was being cheeky, so I let it go. But when it's...
British.
Sorry. But when it started happening every single day, I got worried. I asked her if there was something to be worried about. We're nearing 40, so you never know. And she just looks at me weirdly and says that... She just looks at me weirdly and said with the utmost emphasis and assertion that she doesn't know what I meant. The next time it happened, I asked her if she smelt it. She said no.
But you did.
I looked at her
Which means you
wide-eyed
dealt it.
for sure.
because there's no way she couldn't smell this. My eyes were burning from the smell, and she's telling me she can't even smell it? I eventually confronted her, and she said it's probably a gas leak, or maybe a sulfur leak.
You are literally gaslighting her.
Yeah. Or maybe something else, which, okay, fair. But we had the place inspected and nothing out of the ordinary turned up. Can you imagine spending money because your wife is like, I don't fart?
Well, they're in
I spent a $200 inspector to come out look for a gas leak.
Europe. It's probably covered by the fucking...
Did they say they were in Europe?
I said cheeky.
I tried to confront her again, and her answer really made me reel.
Her answer stunk.
She said, and I quote, "Could be a demon. If it smells like rotten eggs,
Excuse me?
Hey, we've all seen Supernatural.
I'm sorry? Is it really easier to try to convince me our house is haunted
Well, not
that's
haunted.
different.
than
on.
just admit that she's the one doing it? We live alone. I can hear it. But she has no reaction and firmly denies it every time. We recently had a small spat over it where I asked her why she was choosing this hill to die on and for what. And she looked at me like I'd given her the finger. She's gone silent, and now I'm fully losing my mind. What number was I on?
Well, she's gone silent. But deadly.
Losing my mind, blah, blah, blah,
A
blah.
little bit of fart humor for you.
She's gone silent, and I'm fully losing my mind now. Trying to figure out if I'm the asshole for calling out or if I'm just going insane. So am I the asshole? And then they have an update here.
I think here's what I would do is every time she fart, you go, "Did you just fart? I heard you fart." And then she says no, and then you pull out a little like 1990s pocket recorder and be like, "Oh yeah? How about this?" And then it's a different fart. and then this is the thing. And then she goes, "That's not what my farts sound like." It's like, "So you meant you fart." And you catch her in double fucking.
And then you pull out a second recorder and said, "Oh, exactly like this one?"
third fart. This one was on the grassy knoll.
What do you think he should do?
The assy hole.
Is he the asshole? Yeah.
No.
Believe all women.
Oh, yes.
Update. So this blew up, and even though I used a throwaway, I think there were enough identifying factors. She found the post. It was the third post she saw when she opened Reddit.
Oh, no.
I think I'll
How
have
would
to
she know it's
pause
about her if
replies.
she hasn't been farting?
I think I'll have to pause replies to go have a more serious sit down with her. A more serious sit down with her. Consent, of course. I will update you all further. Edit 3. What is...
Edit 3.
Yeah, thank you. I skipped edit 1, but it's because it didn't say update. It was just clarifying facts. Edit 3. Wow, man, I lost for words.
We don't need the facts.
All right, give me the car facts.
We don't need the
Clarifications
facts.
here. Someone said I should include the fact that I can hear the passing of gas many times. Not always, though, but most of the time. Her not farting in front of guests is also what is pushing my buttons. Is it real? Is she faking it? Is she just farting around me and gaslighting me constantly for a year? Mm-hmm. Let's say that this is the case. Why? What's the end goal?
She's trying to liven up your marriage. Put in a little mystery.
They do have this in here, and I don't know if this really matters, but we both had COVID twice.
That
As
does
mentioned
not
before,
matter.
we have passed gas previously in front of each other before sans embarrassment. Is this sudden increase in frequency and the alleged lying that has me puzzled?
Were they vaxxed?
No, but they were waxed.
They're ready to relax. Their buttholes.
Edit 3 here. I'm at a
Relax your butthole
loss
to fart, dude.
for...
I feel like I strain my butthole to fart. I feel like I'm
I
pushing
tighten it
out
up a little
fart.
bit to get a nice vibration going.
Boop. You know what I mean? I'm not like, to fart. You know what I'm saying? I get a little...
Okay.
All right, last little bit here. I'm at a loss for words. After she saw the post, she was understandably pissed off.
Why is
She
that
said I
understandable?
violated her trust over something trivial and untrue.
How? How is this a violation of trust?
I asked her to be real with me and sincerely tell me if she truly did not know what was up. And she said she can neither feel, smell, nor hear the farts herself. She then, in all seriousness, asked me if I was pulling some shit, which I vehemently denied. I then brought up the medical concerns, which she tried to brush away. I offered to go with her, and she said that I was welcome to have a doctor mess with my head, but she wasn't going to go do the same. When I insisted, she got really mad and called me controlling and gaslighting. We are currently not speaking to each other. I've tried, but she will not budge. She said, and I quote, "Why don't you go cry about your little incel group?" I have no idea how to proceed.
You have to record her farts, right?
You
How else?
gotta
What else do you
record the
do? You
farts.
record the farts and play them back for the little fucker. What else
That
do
was
you do?
That was aggressive.
What else do you do? She's being insane.
Play back
She
to the
is
little
being
fucker.
insane.
Either she's being insane or you're being insane. Both of these will be solved by recording.
Yeah.
If you hit record and you think there's a fart and then there's nothing and you play it back and all you hear is like
A ghost.
a demon. Holy
Oh.
shit. Get the fucking ghost hunters in there. Get a fucking exorcism on your wife's asshole.
Call the Winchesters.
It's making me want to drink this whiskey.
That's all I had for this week's episode.
Oh, that's
was
it,
kind
huh?
of a packed one. Huh?
What's up?
I didn't hear what you said. You said it in my bad ear.
I thought it was great. Very good stories.
Thank you. It was a pretty packed episode. But we've been gone for a couple weeks. It was nice talking to my,
we had a mini
my
bulk.
buddies like that.
Yeah. Mini
Yeah.
bulk.
I like that you consider me a buddy.
But
You should listen to our weekly bonus episode over on Patreon.
Patreon.com/JudgiesPod.
Correct. And then if you wanted to follow us anywhere else on the internet, you could probably and should probably do that at Judgies Pod. Wherever you're at, we're most likely there too.
Leave a trending topic. Barry Keegan.
Barry Keegan.
Is he trending? Probably
No.
not.
He was on
The Pit.
Hot Men of 2024 IMDb list.
2024?
We're pretty early into
Boring.
2025. Why am I going to look up?
What if a bunch of
2025?
hot men show up this year?
I had another embarrassing old man Google. I Googled Hot Men 2024, looking for hottest men 2024. But I just Googled
don't-
Hot Man 2024.
What's the difference between
Hottest.
hottest and hot men?
Oh, you know the difference, Joshua.
I feel like there's a
You know what?
difference.
You don't know the difference.
You're going to get the same search results. It's gonna
Bye.
The Judgies
be sexy
love you.
men.